This is probably one of my favorite characters to have come out this year because he looks just so mediocre, but when you actually use him, he's so much fun. So this is Jupiter Death. I really don't know if the title is going to get this video restricted because YouTube doesn't like the word death. So I'm going to keep saying it. Death, 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 death. It just sounds like I have a lisp. Anyways. So he's a Limit Break Tenable Tap Inflator UZ rank with Fever Fill, well, for the second skill, and then popping a size 4 or larger Puni of any Puni can fill up his Soultimate gauge. So he's actually like pretty good for chaining himself. And because of the existence of triple OPC, you can also get help with him. So what we're going to do is do a little test. This is what I think is the best, this is the best tough team, period. And these four are always there. Now, I don't have triple OPC's Unity skill. I only have his drop big. However, because I am a nerd, I decided to see how much of a difference it would actually make. So here is Chojin Gunshin, the guard character, and then here is Zero Beyond, I'm pretty sure his name is. Zero Beyond is a 16% Unity character, and then with all of the stuff, I know there's granted board RNG, but lowballed, highballed, it's an 8% change. So we can just highball and say the damage is actually 10% more than what it's actually going to be here. So yeah, you might think, oh, why is it not 16% like his Unity? Whatever the number is, it's the actual change in damage is usually only half of that. That's why when I tested Jane's Women Power skill, her damage only went up by 8% compared to it should have gone up by 16%, but it's only 8% because Puni's weird with calculations. So we're going to be testing Jupiter Death and see how he compares to Jupiter Asu, how they compare to Summer Corone right here, who I think was the best previous character to use. And then we'll also take a look at the Tamanten Ren version because I really don't know why. But I do not have his Fever Fill skill, which is a big problem. I swear, 90% of the Puni player base don't have his Fever Fill skill. I don't understand why they won't put it in the Select a Skill coin. It's not even in the game right now, honestly, I don't think. It's just weird. So, what we're going to do is do 7 Soultimates and see which variation is going to get more damage. Now, obviously, there's a bunch of different things with RNG. You know, nothing is as it seems. The world is a lie. So yeah, I really like Jupiter Death because it just feels really easy to get his Soultimate. So I'm kind of screwing around here just so I can get a regular Gunshin's G Soultimate, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, so I guess I'll just have to do a double Fever strat. I don't want to kill the throne. I mean, this isn't the throne. I can't test it on the throne because, well, the throne nerfs non-Dragon Slayers characters, so we're going to have to deal with friggin' just a stage 45 setup. So let's see how much damage we can get in 7 Soultimates. So, you do the EX pop, do the Fever extend for big damage. Alright. Then we'll do Jupiter Death for the 4th Soultimate. Get this one up here. Get this for a 5th Soultimate. Get this for a 6th Soultimate. And this for a 7th Soultimate. So with 7 Soultimates, they can get 1.29 million. Pretty good. So with the Unity, that's at least 1.4 million damage. Pretty good. Pretty good for 7 Soultimates. 1.4 million, which is higher than the highest HP thrones we've had for a while. So yeah, pretty good, pretty nice, pretty nice. And it was really easy too. I didn't even do very good, and I still think it was pretty nice. Oh, I might as well compare G Soultimate levels. So Jupiter Death is G3. Jupiter Asu is also G3. Same with Summer Corone, I'm pretty sure. Yep. All of them are G3. The only difference is rank and limit breaks. So yeah. Next up is Jupiter Asu, who a lot of people really like this guy. I personally think he's quite a mediocre option. The argument is that, oh, he does the same level of damage as Ren, and he helps get the other Soultimates. As you could see, I didn't need help getting the other Soultimates, and I could just instead spam Jupiter Death and Future Ren. So having a Soultimate filler really isn't that big a deal, to be honest. Thankfully, I can just keep linking. If I could ever get the Soultimate, there we go. So yeah, it's pretty easy to get the other two's G Soultimates because Triple OPC doesn't need help, honestly. Like, at all, ever. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. There really isn't a Soultimate I can get. So I guess we'll just do this. So that's 4 Soultimates. This is the 5th one. This is the 6th one. And I guess this is the 7th. So yeah, as you can see, I couldn't even get another Asus Ultimate. Which, like, yeah, sure, this is definitely a terrible case of RNG. But we did, like, maybe almost 200,000 less damage. Like, it's way more difficult to use Asu, in my opinion, than it is to use Jupiter Death. And you don't even need to use Jupiter Death. That's the thing. You don't need to use anybody else's Ultimate. Jupiter Death hits so hard. You can just use him. Like, so, like, I'm trying my best. I try my best to use these characters when I'm doing these showcases because I don't want my bias to just peek through and be like, oh yeah, this guy sucks. I'm not taking into account how quick it's going to get. I'm going to have to get into Fever Time because, well, I honestly would just kill the throne potentially if I tried to get into Fever Time too fast. It's also really difficult to talk while doing this, so yeah. You should be thankful. I'm wasting my precious Sudokai time for this video. You should be grateful. So anyways, let's try that again. Hopefully I'll be able to get, you know, actual footage this time. So ideally we get 2 Asus and 2 Rens, but obviously there's a whole bunch of RNG that's going into that. Okay, 5, I think. This is 6. And I still didn't get it. Yeah, it is way more difficult for me to have to get Asus Ultimate a second time. This is why I genuinely don't understand. Like, am I just doing something completely wrong? I don't think I am. I think I'm doing the best I can. Like, seriously, I'm trying. Also, it's very nice that I'm doing the stage 45 instead of like a different stage because I'm still technically grinding Y points. I may have 500,000 Y points, but I want like 800k by the end of the event. Because, like, you know, 800k, that's a pretty good amount. That's like a decent, healthy bit to where I can just do kind of whatever I want. No worries about running out, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Oh, I have enough to get into Fever Time. Let's go. Okay. Let's try that again. One more time. Hopefully we can get something good. If you're wondering why I'm using Triple OPC, it's just because he's very spammable. So, just don't delete the... God, he deleted... okay. Oh, that was perfect! Never mind, it wasn't. Okay, we could have gotten more there, probably. So, you know, we'll highball it, say 1.25 million. If we'll highball it 1.25 million damage. That's still lower than Jupiter Death, and it took me multiple tries to get that. I still don't understand why that Puni didn't fill. Okay, 1.25 million. Pretty good. So, okay, so why don't we go back to Jupiter Death and see, okay, Asu took multiple attempts, so wouldn't Jupiter Death also take multiple attempts? We'll see. We'll do two more attempts, so that'll be three for, I think, each. That might have been the fourth Asu attempt, honestly. I really don't know. I'm not going to get into the whole double fever strategy thing because, well, obviously I can't do a double fever strat because this boss has not even 100,000 HP. Really, not anything. So let's go again. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. And this is 7. So yeah, about the same level of damage when, when I'm not lucky. So it really is triple OPC who determines whether or not you get a good run or not. It's just way easier to get the final Soultimate you'll probably need with Jupiter Death, honestly. So yeah, I can see the argument for saying Asu does more because, they do the same, they just did the same amount of damage right here. Granted, I did only get regular Soultimate instead of a G Soultimate, so definitely is a RNG thing. Obviously, you can't perfectly test everything that's going to happen because this game is an RNG game, first and foremost. And let's go. Do this. So that's 4. This is 5. This is 6. And this is 7. And 1.3 million, and then we'll just do we'll just do an 8th ultimate just to see how much damage it can possibly get up to. 1.42 million. Increase that by 10%, that's how much damage they would normally do anyways. Ignoring the fact that I don't have triple OPC Unity and limit breaks. So as you can see, it's just a lot easier to use Jupiter Death, in my opinion. Maybe I just have really terrible Asu luck and I just have really good Death Jupiter luck, but why don't we test Summer Corone and see how it looks from here? Because, obviously, she's a Link Big Inflate 4 character, so very easy to get her ultimate up. So the downside is that she brings less stats and is a triple Z, so she doesn't hit very hard. However, she's still really good because you can get multiple future Ren ultimates. So let's just get a second Fever Time. Yeah, as you can see, the boss is almost dead already. So let's go. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. I didn't even get the 7th Soultimate. That probably would have been 1.2 million. It was pretty easy. It was pretty easy to do that, honestly. So, we'll do it 2 more times and see if we can get it. I'm going to guess that was 1.2 million. So, yes, when things go right for Corone, it is a lot less damage. However, it's also way easier for things to go right. Same thing with Jupiter Death. It's when Asu goes right, he does what Jupiter Death does. However, when Jupiter Death goes right, he's just an easier version of Asu. So, maybe I'm just atrocious at using these characters. Which I am. I am not very good at this game, believe it or not. A lot of the things that I do, I just kind of steal from other people and then claim as my own thoughts and strategies. Sometimes. So let's do this. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Oh no. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. Oh no. I didn't even get to do the 7th Ultimate. No. That was just me being bad, honestly. Okay, I took a quick detour. But now, it's time for the... we'll try this 2 more times, see what happens. Hopefully, we get some good stuff. Let's go. Okay. This is the first Ultimate. This is the second Ultimate. This is the third Ultimate. And that's the fourth Ultimate. This is the fifth Ultimate. This is the sixth Ultimate. And this is the seventh Ultimate. So yeah, when things go wrong for Corone, it is definitely more difficult to get the good damage numbers. Now, granted, increasing the damage by 10%, we would have been able to kill the throne right there pretty easily. But yeah, it just shows you the power of unity. Like, we're missing 11,000 damage purely because... Or is it... No, it's... Is it 110,000, I think. Missing 110,000 damage purely off of unity. Which, I mean, sounds like a lot, but that is kind of like what a whole Soultimate does. So, it is a lot. Alright, here we go. 1 Soultimate. 2 Soultimates. 3 Soultimates. 4 Soultimates. 5 Soultimates. 6 Soultimates. 7 Soultimates. And there we go, 1.17 million with Unity, that kills. And with higher G Soultimate levels, that kills. So Corona is definitely easier to use, but is also she's easier to use when things go right, but is also more difficult to use when things go wrong. So why don't we test the Tamonten Ren version? Because for some reason, like in the Puni Docs Discord server, they have a whole teams. Of course, a truck's driving by now. They have a whole team section where they have Tamonten Ren as the 5th character. I have no clue why, because honestly, I don't really. I haven't tried this, so I'm not too sure. But what we're going to do is go against this guy. Basically, we can do double fever strats against him, and it should be fine, probably. Or in this case, I guess it's triple fever strats, because yeah, if I had his fever fill, it would only be 2 fever times, but I don't. So basically, the idea is that because both Tamonten Ren and Gunshin have fast fever, you can kind of just keep looping fever times over and over again. Now we're just gonna wait for his mouth to close because, well, obviously, I can kill him right now if I wanted to, and that wouldn't be very good for the video. All right, here we go. So basically, what we're doing is spamming the fast or the fever fill characters. Oh wait, yeah, shoot, I probably should have gotten other Ultimates first, but whatever. I mean, yeah, if you're kind of just spamming this over and over again, it does seem pretty nice. It's just I can't really test it as good as I want to because, you know, obviously we don't have a stage that is difficult enough to be able to tank this level of power that I'm outputting. Maybe? Like, this is why I wish we just had, like, a really, like, tough, like, just a high HP stage where I can just test whatever I want. That'd be really nice. It has, like, 400,000 HP. 500,000 HP. So, that's a lot more HP than every other stage, effectively. Okay, so we'll do this. Get a Future Ren's Ultimate. Get a triple OPC Ultimate. Hopefully he doesn't pop the Tamonten Rens. Let's go. I have no idea how much damage we've done. That didn't seem awful. I mean, granted, if I had Tamontenren's Fever Fill, it wouldn't. It would be like much higher because I'd be able to use his Soultimate very easily. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem the worst. Definitely feel like I prefer the other the other ones. That one doesn't work because it not only counters for 5,000 damage, but also nerfs us. So yeah, okay. Okay, I'll be able to see how much damage I've done at the end of this. So triple OPC. Now, obviously, against a throne, you'd be able to do more damage, but I'm not fighting a throne, so. So we've done 500,000 damage so far. Ah! It would have been 800,000, so that would be 1.3 million, basically. It seems like it works well, but I don't know. I would really just prefer to ring Jupiter Death, to be honest. Or like anyone else. Because if I put even just Asu, well, the stats are the same for Asu, but for Jupiter Death, it goes up. My Ren is limit rank 5, so I'll probably try this again when I actually have Tamonten Ren's Fever Fill skill, but yeah, it seems fine. Seems like it works as a strategy, but yeah, I just prefer actual support. If you can get it to work, it seems like it works pretty well, and you can just keep looping fevers over and over again, exclusively spamming this guy. So I mean, yeah, it can work. That's the cool thing about Tough. They have like this fifth slot. You can bring like there's lots of different options. So if you just have these four characters, if you have the Unity character, then yeah, it's fine. So if you enjoyed, subscribe because at the time I'm saying this right now, I'm like 5 subscribers away from 800. So if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what character to do next because I really don't know. Looking through this, Lotus Ren maybe Agaha, maybe BD, maybe BD, maybe uh I don't know. I'll find somebody to do a video on probably. Maybe. I'm kind of struggling to look through here honestly. There's not really anybody interesting to talk about. Uh Maybe Mask Manager maybe. Don't know. Yeah, whatever. Hope you enjoyed and yeah. Bye.